Urban Artificial Intelligence, strategic thinking media platform. DJ Akademiks and Iggy Azalea had a heated exchange on X, formerly Twitter, and it went kind of viral. If you know, they got a pass, but over the internet, we've seen some stuff with Brittany Renner and PJ Washington lately. Them arguing, me and my son's mother share custody, so some of the ups and downs I can kind of relate to there. So this is more about talking about having a healthy co-parenting relationship, and what Iggy Azalea doing is kind of making it hard for the relationship to be healthy. All right. So I just wanted to start off saying this is not about attacking her. I do disagree with what she's doing, but like I say, she's a beautiful girl. She seems cool. And I actually like Iggy Azalea's music more than most people. I don't think she's that bad of a rapper. She's not Lil Wayne or anything like that, but she had some good songs, man. I'm not one of those people who just think that she didn't deserve a place in hip hop. That's what I'm trying to say. I did like some of her songs. I seen YT, I signed her. Overall, I think she cool for hip hop. And this is not about bashing her. Talking about the dynamics of co-parenting and how the internet can play a role in that, because that's what we see now. Like I said, I do feel like she got exposed by DJ Akademiks, all right? And it turned into a viral moment. I don't really understand her angle now. She DM'd DJ Akademiks a lengthy message talking about Playboi Carti. Why she did this, I don't know. Why she chose DJ Akademiks to be the one that she wanted to relay this message to the world, I don't know. When I first seen her long, lengthy message, I thought the same thing that DJ Akademiks said. Why would you not put this out? Why would you not, if you're trying to expose this dude, why wouldn't you relay this information from your page? Now, regardless of what we want to say, Iggy Azalea do got fans. All right, again, attractive girl, single mom. There will be people who will vouch for her. She could get on her platform. She could say all the stuff about Playboi Carti, and she could get sympathy. She will get sympathy from a lot of people. It's a lot of people who they don't really like Playboi Carti fans. They feel like the fans are annoying. They feel like Playboi Carti fans are overly aggressive and they're immature and they harass people. And y'all know the stigma around Playboi Carti fans. All right, so it's a whole nother group of people who are on the opposite side of that. All right, she could get them as fans, as supporters. That could be a thing. Why she went to DJ Akademiks with this message, I don't know. I don't think that was smart. That was not a good strategic move, and this is a strategic thinking media platform. Going to DJ Akademiks, thinking that he was going to give Iggy Azalea sympathy. She kind of spoke about some trauma caused by Playboi Carti. And when DJ Akademiks asked, why did you send this? She responded, I want you to see the type of person that you're covering and that you look up to. Now, that's crazy as fuck to be saying to DJ Akademiks. Because look at the people that DJ Akademiks covers. DJ Akademiks covers everybody. He covers everybody. It's a lot of rappers who don't have great track records as fathers, as husbands, as boyfriends, but DJ Akademiks still covers them. All right. And he doesn't really bash them. If there's a joke available, he'll take that opportunity. But as far as kind of bashing them for their morals, that's not something that he does. I don't know why Iggy Azalea thought that would change with her. I don't know why Iggy Azalea thought that DJ Akademiks was supposed to read this DM and be like, oh man, Playboi Carti is such a terrible person. Let me stop covering him. Did she really think he was going to do that? Y'all got to get in the comments and let me know, what was the angle here? What do y'all think was her plan? What was the end goal for this? I'm going to tell y'all what I think. I think she was trying to embarrass Playboi Carti. I think it bothers her that people like this man so much. I do. I think it bothers her that people like this man so much. She may feel like he's not a good father. She may feel like he don't see his child as much, but she sees the general public, they love everything that he do as far as music goes. And that's the thing. As long as his music is good, people aren't going to care. You know why? You got to look at his fan base. A lot of his fan base, they don't have kids. A lot of his fan base is young teenagers. They don't know what it feels like to be a parent. They don't know what it feels like to go through the ups and downs of being a parent. So that's not going to resonate with them. It's not going to resonate with them. Playboi Carti could go live right now and say, I'm not a good father. I'm a deadbeat father. I never see my child. And I have no desire to be a better father. Nothing would probably change with his core fan base. Of course, it will go viral, and again, that's just a scenario I'm using as an example to kind of show where his fan base is. And I exaggerated a little bit, but that's just to show where his fan base is. He could do that, and again, I'm not saying that's true. Playboi Carti could be an amazing father. I'm just going off what Iggy Azalea was saying. If he did say those things on live, that would not affect his fan base. They do not care. The demographic that is, they're really not concerned with him being a good father. As long as his music is good, they're going to stick around. And I think that is the problem. That's the problem with Iggy Azalea. This was an attempt to expose Playboi Carti. She wants to use someone else to do it. Why? Why do y'all think that is? I'm gonna tell you why it is. And this is why I brought up the Brittany Renner situation. Situations like this, when you have females who are estranged from their child's father, they give a lot of effort to act unbothered. I've been in a situation myself. They give a lot of energy to show people that they don't care. So I feel like that's kind of what Iggy Azalea did. She didn't want people to know how much she cares. So she figured, okay, if I DM DJ Akademiks, he'll put this information out there. It will seem like it's coming from him. It'll seem like it's something that he cares about. Iggy Azalea didn't post this information on her page because it would make her look bitter. The same situation with Brittany Renner. When Brittany Renner was with Kevin Gates on her Islamic journey, and I'm not taking shots at that, anybody who feels like they want to join a religion and it's going to make them a better person, you should do it. This is not about slandering any religious sect, or if you feel like a certain religion is going to make you a better person, I'm all for that. But the way Brittany Renner was acting during that situation versus the video that we seen with the child exchange with PJ Washington is two completely different people. All right. She put a lot of time and a lot of effort and seemingly a lot of work into looking unbothered, looking like she didn't care, looking like everything is all good. And again, I have personal experiences with this, where you see somebody in front of people on social media, they act unbothered, they act like they don't care, but in person, it's completely different. Brittany Renner looked completely different in the video where PJ Washington is picking up his child. She looked bitter, she looked mad, she looked hurt. She hadn't looked like that in months. When we seen her with Kevin Gates, it was all good. The same thing with Iggy Azalea. When people are in her chat bringing up Playboi Carti, she looks unbothered. She responds accordingly, and that's a good thing. Again, I mean, I don't think it's good to suppress your emotions, but when I see her maneuvering, it's like, okay, you healed, you're over it, regardless of what type of father Playboi Carti is. It's really not up to us to judge him as a father. Only his son or daughter, or how many ever kids he has, only his children can really hold him to a certain standard. Yes, only his children. It's not the mother's job to say whether he's a good father or not, because he's not her father. He's not her parent. So she can give her opinion, yes. And the same goes for men. The same goes for men. I can't say whether or not my son's mother is a good mother or not. I can give my opinion, but at the end of the day, the child is the one who can really attest to the quality of that relationship. So having said that, Iggy Azalea, that goes for her too. It's really up to the child. And again, the non-bothered attitude is shown. Then we see her in DJ Akademiks DM, basically asking him to expose Playboi Carti. Why would Iggy Azalea not post that on her own page? Why would she not say it? She could get sympathy for that. She could play off of that situation if she wanted to. And I'm not saying, she could expose anybody or make any money or, be conniving and sneaky about it, but she could definitely get sympathy. But every time somebody brings up Playboi Carti, she downplays it. She act like she said, "We're not worried about that man. We haven't seen that man in months." And she seems unbothered. But you in DJ Akademiks DM asking him to expose Playboi Carti. Why don't you do it? Because if she did it, that would show how she really feels. She's not over the situation. She's not over the situation. That's what I'm trying to say. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. She's not over the situation. That's the case with a lot of co-parents. And what do y'all think about co-parenting over the internet, period? The same thing with Brittany Renner videotaping that. I guess her mom was holding the camera or whatever, videotaping that and just showing things like that to the world. How do y'all feel about that? The same issue with Playboi Carti and Iggy Azalea. Now, there wasn't no video of the child being involved, but she's bringing up the child in the DM. She wants that to be the topic of discussion, how bad of a father he is. She also said Playboi Carti is abusive and Playboi Carti is an addict. I don't know if he's abusive or not, but he pretty much admits in his music that he does drugs a lot. So I don't know if that's going to shock anybody. I don't know if his fan base is going to say, "Oh my God, Playboi Carti's an addict." I think that's, he talks about how much he does drugs. I don't know why Iggy Azalea thought this would be some type of bombshell to DJ Akademiks or to Playboi Carti fans. But I feel like it's going to cause some friction between DJ Akademiks and Iggy Azalea. They went back and forth on Twitter. But I want y'all to get in the comments, man. What do y'all think about this, man? The co-parenting online, having everybody from DJ Akademiks. She spoke about it to Neon a little while on his platform. Publicly co-parenting. Get in the comments, man. What do y'all think about this? I think that should kind of ease up on that a little bit, man. Keep your situation private. DJ Akademiks don't need to know the details of your co-parenting. He don't have no fucking kids. He don't know how to fix that situation. And it's easy for people to not care. If people don't have kids, they're not gonna care. Playboi Carti fans, they don't care if Playboi Carti's a good father. You can look at them and tell. You can look at a Playboi Carti show, and look in the crowd. They don't give a damn about how he treats his kid, and not saying whether he's a good or bad father. I don't know, obviously. But just looking at that demographic, they're not going to be outside, with picket signs protesting to get him dropped from the label because he's not a good father. That's just not how that demographic works. Why, and again, this seemed very desperate from Iggy Azalea. It seemed like she didn't have, for her to go to DJ Akademiks. That's who you thought of. That's who you thought was gonna get this out. She should have went to TMZ or somebody like that. But the reason that she went to DJ Akademiks is to hurt Playboi Carti's image, because that's his wheelhouse. A lot of people who like Playboi Carti watch DJ Akademiks. That's why she went to DJ Akademiks, is about hurting Playboi Carti, which still shows your mind and maybe even your heart is still invested in that situation, man. But y'all get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about it, man. Urban Artificial Intelligence, strategic thinking media platform. I'm going to see y'all in the next episode. Peace.